Welcome back to all of you. Imagine for a moment that you or a family member comes down with an illness. You don't want to wait hours, days, or even weeks to be seen by a physician. So instead, the physician waits for your call and then coordinates everything. This sounds too good to be true, right? Not anymore, thanks to St. Luke's Concierge Medicine. And the person leading this new program is our next guest. We are happy to have Dr. Michael P. Schachter with us, a family medicine and primary care physician with St. Luke's Concierge Medicine, here to explain this new and exciting program. It's good to see you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's get into the details. What exactly is concierge medicine, and how is it different from traditional primary care?
So the whole idea of concierge medicine is that the physician is overseeing a smaller group of patients. So by doing that, it allows more individualized care and more personalized care. It's still evidence-based. It's still based off of all the guidelines. We still treat high blood pressure. We still treat diabetes. We still treat arthritis. But we're able to individualize the care for each person. And by doing so, we give, I think it's a much better experience.
And a part of that experience is the time that you spend with the patients. How does the concierge model allow you to spend even more time with patients and focus on preventative care?
Well, I think my wife is a teacher, so I think a lot in terms of what teachers go through. And I think about, imagine being a teacher for a classroom of 30 people, then being able to wave a wand, and now you have 7 kids in the classroom. And think about how much more individualized care you can give to each student. So our classroom is basically our patient panel. And by keeping the panel small, we're able to individualize the care for what they need. We're able to identify what their priorities are, what their goals are, and tailor our plan to what fits them the best. And it's not just me who's able to do that. We have a whole team who's able to focus their care on each individual patient. I actually, last year, I had a baby girl who spent 5 weeks in the NICU. And the team was fantastic. She received excellent care there. But it's very difficult to navigate those complex situations. The healthcare system can be very daunting and overwhelming. And so, for example, one thing we have on our team is we have a nurse navigator. She's basically, her job is a patient advocate. She identifies any potential roadblocks or barriers to care and helps mitigate them. She helps navigate these really difficult situations, helps coordinate with specialists or other people who might need to be involved in care, and really helps kind of take the plan that we're able to individualize and implement it so that we're able to make it come to fruition.
And what's so exciting about this program is you are on the front end of it. I imagine programs like this will continue to pop up, but the fact that this is one of the first ones is really, really exciting.
Yeah.
All right, doctor, thank you. And to get in touch with St. Luke's Concierge Medicine, you can give them a call, 314-864-6750. You can also find them on the web at stlukes-stl.com. Guys, I really liked the doctor's example of that classroom. We get a better idea of what exactly this is.
Exactly. We hear about how they're overworked. It's too many patients. And
right.
That's a great idea. Thank you both.